Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful day with us on Live with Lloyd. I am your host, astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. And as you see, I have two unique guests. I try to break records every now and then, but this is a record for me because these two represent the youngest guests I've had on the show. Camilla Rose, she is 11 years old, and Khamor Merkhari is, I believe, 7 years old, he says. So between the both of them, I think is very, very interesting. She is a Taurus and he is a Pisces. Okay. If they want to give their birthday information out, they can. But this is going to be very, very interesting. But before I start the show, I want to let everybody know that those who came out Sunday when I was in Saturday and part of Sunday when I was in Maryland, I thank you very much. It was good at Capitol Heights, Maryland at eLife Cafe. I will be back after the summer, I do believe. But before I bring my very distinguished guest on, my sponsor is Intellectual Powers, Brother Riza Islam, who is sponsoring it. Also, Nicholas Brooklyn. I'm going to be talking about the things that she's going to be having this coming weekend out in Brooklyn. Also, Manifest on Purpose is aired every Monday and every Wednesday. Also, King Simon, who is having a 2-day event coming up in the fall of October 12th and 13th. All righty. But before we bring on my two distinguished guests, let me tell you this. Today is Monday. It is the 17th of June, 2024. The sun is in Gemini. The moon is in Scorpio. It's a 5 universal month, an 8 universal week, of 4 universal days. So those under the signs of Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, or if you're born on a date that adds up to the 1st or the 4th, the 10th or the 13th, the 19th, the 13th, the 19th, 22nd, 28th, or 31st of the month. This is your month. Believe it or not, these two young guests I'm about to bring on, I am nervous. I swear, as many people as I've interviewed, famous celebrities, all this stuff. Anyway, to the left is the wonderful Camila. Her wonderful brother, Khamor, he straightened me twice. I got, it's interesting how children do. I said Khamor. He says, no, Khamor. He made it very clear. You got to say my name correct. So I'm going to start with you, Camilla Rose. How are you? Oh, hold on. Can you hear me? I'm not getting any volume. Can you see about the volume? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I was able to hear you just a few minutes ago. Can you put your dad on? Maybe there's a button that was pushed. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Why is that? Hold on. Why is that? I can't hear you. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Can you hear me? You know what's amazing? We were just talking. We can hear each other on. Let me see something. Here. This is weird. We were just on the phone. We were just talking a minute ago. Mike. Okay. There we go. You said something.
There you go. We can hear you now.
Okay, and you can hear us. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm gonna bring mom and dad back on in a minute. I was saying, what? We were just having conversations too. Okay, Camilla, how are you, young lady? Camilla Rose, how's everything?
I'm well. The family's well. The business is well. I'm good. I'm good. How are
Yes,
you?
well, you're a Taurus. Tauruses are very enterprising, so that makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Camila Rose Heredia Johnson Bay. That's my full name. I am 11. My birthday is May 12th, 2013. That's my birthday. And a little fun fact about me is that I was born on Mother's Day. And my favorite color is blue. And I love doing business. And I love making money. So that's a little bit about me.
Well, you wouldn't be a Taurus if you didn't like making some money, okay? Khamor, young man, you're next. What about you?
I my name is Khamor Merkhari Heredia Johnson Bay. That's my full
Ho, ho,
name.
ho. Can you slow that down and run that past me again, my brother? Because you was kind of swift in the name. Say it slow so people know.
My name is Khamor Merkhari Heredia Johnson Bay. That is my full name. I am 7 years old and a fun wait. I have to get about my
And
date.
your birthday? What's your birthday?
My birthday is March 11, 2017. A fun fact about me is I like to play soccer and I just got on the Major Owens team.
Very good. Very good. I see we're going to have to get your autograph up the road. Okay. So I'm going to go back to your sister second. Sister Camilla, let me tell you this. What made you write a book? You've written two books, and we'll talk about those in a minute. But give me the backstory. Did you get up one morning and says, you know what, Pops, I feel like writing a book. Moms, I feel like writing a book. How'd you do that?
So what really got me started was my dad. He really wanted me to write books and children's books to be specific, but I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna write a book, let my first book be a chapter book. And at first, I wasn't that into writing, but as I got more and more involved in it, I started to like writing a lot more. And now, one of my favorite things to do is write. I write all day long. I also like to read a lot, which inspires my creativity. And I like to watch movies. So,
Same.
What made you name your book The Sister Spy Squad? And by the way, my book is autographed, folks. Okay. Y'all got to get your own book. I
yeah,
got mine autographed. Okay.
yes.
What brought about the title of Sister Spy Group? Sister Spy Squad, I should say.
Well, at the time that I was writing, I was in a spy era, and I really loved spy everything. I had a whole friend group, and it's actually named Sister Spy Squad. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a perfect name for my Sister Spy Squad. So of course I got everybody's permission.
Sure. Yeah,
But
of course.
um, yeah, that's what really inspired the name, the title Sister Spy Squad.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit of it, what it's about? Just enough, just so people say, oh, I need to go get that book.
Okay, so the story starts off with Camila, me. I put myself as the main character, but she's basically on her own in the world, and she has these dreams, and she thinks she's going crazy, so she goes to the doctor. Apparently everything's fine, so she goes home. She tidies up a bit, and she finds this really weird folder, the word missions on it. She opens it, presses a big red button, and boop. She's in a whole world of espionage and spies, and she meets friends and starts a group Sister Spy Squad. So that's just a little hint. Little.
Okay, it sounds exciting. How did it end up? Did they find what they were looking for? Did they complete their mission?
Yes, they completed multiple missions. And Camila Rose ended up being spy director,
No kidding.
which was taken, well, it was taken from the place of another director, which turned out to be her grandmother, which she did not know at all.
Hmm.
Like I said, she's alone. She doesn't have any family members, and she thought her grandmother passed. Um, but she takes the role of director. That's what happens in the end of the movie. But it's a really interesting book. And
I
even
don't listen. I read it. I know. Here's what I want to ask you too. In the book, the course of the book, from beginning to end, was there a part that was more challenging to you? You know how they always have some drama thing where there's always an episode where there's a cliffhanger. What was your
yes,
cliffhanger in the book?
yes. So there was actually multiple cliffhangers. I learned that cliffhangers are the best way to get a reader intrigued and like, I want to read the next chapter. So there's a bunch of cliffhangers. I can't name one right now.
That's okay.
There's so many. But I have a lot of cliffhangers,
Yeah,
and
but that's the whole nature of a spy book anyway.
yeah,
Always cliffhangers. I mean,
yeah,
why are we going to do this if we're going to have that, you know?
right.
But this is her book that I want all of you to get. It is available on Amazon. And for those of you who have young ladies, and I like Khamor, he's giving the claps, big hands up for that. To buy her book. Mine is autographed. I am proud to say that. And so get that. It's a very, very interesting the way he can't help himself. He's a guy. He's fine. He's fine. He's gonna get his turn. What intrigued me about you was when you talked about this book, Blossom Tale, the story of menstrual magic. This is for all young girls. What motivated you to write this book?
So
Let me show it again. Let me get you while you're getting your thoughts together. This is her second book, Blossom's Tale, a story of menstrual magic. Okay. What inspired this young lady? Tell me
so
all about it.
yeah. So my mother and I would have these talks about when I get older and become a young lady, I'm gonna get my moon cycle. And I
Mhm.
was like, why don't I write a book about that? You know? And it's actually, this one took a really long time and a lot of research. It's not like free writing like Sister Spy Squad. It's research. And I put a lot of effort in this one. And I'm gonna say this one is my favorite book out of the two books that I've written. But the book is not like a actual story.
Sure. Understood. Understood.
Right. So it has a little tiny short story explaining what happens, but in a fictional way.
Sure.
Mm. And there's also a small piece that's a journal. There's trackers, and it's basically about how to prepare yourself when you get your moon cycle,
Hmm.
what you can do, hygiene and just basic things that I feel like all young girls should know before they get their menstrual cycle.
Well, let me tell you this without getting all the juicy details of the book. Can you just give a little overview what young girls coming of age like yourself should know that you discovered in your research?
There's different types of ways that you can heal yourself.
Uh-huh.
Because you're gonna need to, emotionally and physically, getting your menstrual cycle. It's a lot of ups and downs, ups and downs. So I'm sorry, what was your question again? My
No, the
mind.
question is, was there anything you wanted to share that young ladies coming of age like yourself should know without giving all the good parts in the book? Because it is an interesting experience that we guys never have the experience to know. But I think for all women who do, there's a thing. But the fact that your mother was so astute to teach you at a very early stage of this, I think is so cool. So if you have a young lady your age, like if you was in school and you would tell them and they have a curiosity, what would you say based upon what you wrote? Without telling all the other parts. Just
So
enough
what?
that like you got to be mindful, things like that.
Hygiene. Hygiene is a very important step. hygiene, self-care, emotional care, just, you know, showering. When you go out, shower. When you come back, before you go to bed, shower. Um, and shower. Here's a little tip: shower with cool water. I know it's really tempting to shower with hot water, especially when it's cold outside. But hot water dries your skin, and this is for anybody. Hot water dries your skin, so make sure you're using cool water.
I see you're going to become a consultant. Okay.
And
So we're
also,
going to have go
I
right ahead,
encourage
Khamor.
all of you. I encourage all of you guys to go and get both of her books.
Yeah, I encourage you listeners to go get both of my books.
Yes, right. Evidently, you got a wonderful brother. He's obviously your promoter, I take it, right?
Yes.
I also have a business called Khamor Printing. It's basically a business that you can create shirts. I also sell crystals.
Get out of here. Hold up, brother. You sell crystals too?
Yeah, I also have this one that I got for myself that I can wear.
What's the name of that crystal?
It's an amethyst and it has the tree of life on it. And Camila also has one. This is a plain quartz.
This is a quartz.
A plain one.
Yeah.
How did you get into this at 7 years old, sir?
Well, basically, ever since I graduated from my grade 2 social studies, so the first ever video in my grade 3 social studies was about communities. And so when I think about that, I wanted to learn the community of rocks.
Interesting.
I thought since they were just valuable, I should just learn it. But once I got into it and into it and into it, I realized it helps mentally and physically.
Have you had an experience with your crystals since you got into it that you would like to share?
Yeah. So basically, I had just like a little tiny green rock. And so I cracked it open with my hammer. And I'm like, oh, this is just nothing. So I set it there on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
On my dresser. Right? And that next night I had baby sleep. And so the next night after that I
Hold it.
took
What kind of sleep did you have, sir?
baby sleep.
Meaning
Baby
he slept
sleep.
like a baby. Meaning he slept like a baby.
And
Get out of here.
I took the rock. I put it all the way in the living room where we are right now. And the next time I had like a really bad dream. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to keep this in my room. Because basically, I think that type of rock helps with your spiritual and mental mind and what you're dreaming, what you're thinking, and
You know, you sound better than some adults I know, sir. You do. You do. They should be ashamed of themselves too. So, about how many crystals have you gotten altogether? Do you have a lot of crystals, just a few crystals, or you want to get more crystals? And what is your most favorite crystal? I know I'm asking a lot of questions because all this comes.
I have like a whole stack over there that I keep in the living room. So
the whole collection.
So everywhere I basically go, like I keep this with me like everywhere.
Well, let me ask you this, sir. Are you able to go and get that stack and bring those crystals over so you can point out some that are your favorites?
Yes, please.
You want to go get your sack?
Yeah.
Go get your sacks, man. Go get your
He got confused
sacks.
for a second.
And Camilla, in the meantime, what we're going to talk about after he shows all his crystals is the fact that you are a cookie maker. And you got this slamming video on Instagram. I got to show off, okay? So is that young man back yet?
Yes, he has his rock on the table.
Okay, good. Yes. While he's doing that, how you get into cookies?
Well, I love baking and cooking, right? And so since I was like 5 years old, I would make cookies. And 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 I would make cooki 4. I would help my mom out in the kitchen. I would make breakfast. Sometimes I would surprise my parents with breakfast in bed, pancakes and eggs, waffles, bacon, stuff like that.
Hold it, you would surprise your parents? That is so
Like
cool.
breakfast in bed and stuff like that.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, so I was like, okay, I know how to cook. Well, I don't really know how to cook, but I'm getting into cooking. I want to
Hmm.
try baking. I want to try baking, and so I found baking more fun than cooking. A lot more fun than cooking, and I was like, my mom and I decided, why not turn something that you love to do into a business that you can make money off of it. And I was like, that's a great idea. And so obviously I'm not gonna take all the credit. My mother is an amazing supporter. She helps me with the cookies. Um, but that's just how we got into Camila's Cookie Crumbs.
I know another Taurus person whose mom is very supportive of what they do too.
Yes.
So I'm glad to meet another person like that. I mean, how many crystals that brother got? He keep going back to the okay, you can show what crystals you got. He's got plenty of them, huh?
Let's see.
So
All right, come on, you got to get back on the screen, brother. There we go.
this I have is like a giant one. Let me see what
Ooh,
it's
what's that one?
It's called a Technolite, and I thought it was Brazilianite because Brazilianites have like very green, like it's very green, and so this one is tonight. I have another one.
The name is not on that one.
Yeah, the name is not on this one.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. You don't supposed to know everything at 7 years old. Okay, come on, let's get a break.
This one is an obsidian.
I've heard of him.
Most favorites. I have, I think, a Labrador, probably a Labrador. This Labrador, and then after I have this citrine with clear quartz.
I heard of citron. Yeah, heard of citron. You're not joking.
I have. Wait, what color is this?
That's like a gray. A very light gray.
So I have like a gray tourmaline combined with a pink tourmaline.
Really? That's interesting. I'm sure some crystal collectors would find that interesting.
And so I have no idea what this is, though.
Well, at least you're honest. My question, of those crystals that you got so far, is there anyone that shall stand out other than that green one you broke that had you make you have baby dreams?
Yeah, probably. But this is one of my other rocks. It's very big. No,
Yeah, I can tell.
But
Yeah, you
this
gotta
is
hold it with both hands.
So, Merkhari, which rock out of these right here
also
is your
have
favorite?
a Vandanite.
Okay.
It's way smaller Vandanite. So
He's getting to it, Camila.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
getting there. He's getting there.
and this big old amethyst.
Whoa. I got a big one too. I got a huge one too, just almost like that size.
And so
Now, of all of
my two favorite ones.
there we go. Let's see him.
The second one is this obsidian.
Hold on. I got to put you all on single screen. Okay, go ahead.
Show again.
This one.
Show it clearly so your hands are not all up on it.
The first one is this giant obsidian. Well, the second favorite one. And then this one, it's a Vandanite.
Oh, I like that one.
Morocco, North Africa. But Vandanites are like very venomous. Well, not venomous. Because if it was venomous, that would be. It's very toxic to humans.
Really? Is that why it's in that little case?
Yeah. And it's
really?
it's also like really, really breakable. And so it's really
Another
delicate.
reason why it's in the case. Okay.
Yeah. So these two are my most favorite ones.
So now you said you have a business. Can you explain your business again to us, sir?
Wait, after I take all these rocks back, cause
No. Leave it right there a second. Leave it right there. They'll be okay. So what's the nature of your business?
Khamor printing, and it's basically about printing, and basically people can get orders for 50% off.
Hold up. What do you print though,
20%
buddy?
off.
You print paper, you print t-shirts, you print hoodies, you print what do you print?
Well, I print t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, jackets, coats.
Get out of here. Really? I didn't see any on your site. I went to your Instagram site. I didn't see any of those of there.
No, because that's my personal one.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, I understand now. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You got to have your own
Another-
personal thing going every now and then. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Khamor printing, yeah. But the Khamor printing one is Khamor printing.
And what is that print?
I'm going to show you one of the t-shirts that I printed.
Please do. Please do. So, Camilla, you said you like baking over cooking. Why?
I feel like baking is so. To get this clear and state, I love both. I absolutely love cooking.
Mhm.
But baking, I feel like I have a lot more to experiment with because the way I think of it, cooking is the savory version of baking. Right? And so baking, everything is sweet, so it's easier to experiment with flavors and textures than cooking.
Okay. Good. Khamor, you brought your T-shirt or whatever you want to show us.
What's this one?
It's actually a sweater right now.
Okay, let's see it. I can't wait to see it.
Step in front. Go ahead.
Okay. Whoa, that's nice. Let's see.
No, he said it.
Yes, I am. Hank Rogerson would love that.
Oh
That's
no, we made his shirts
you make the Yes I Am shirts?
for Hank.
That's nice. Now, how much do they get off on it? You said they get a discount? I hope it ain't 50%.
It's not 50%.
There you go.
It's 10% off.
Okay, I can work with that.
It's normally, each one is normally $20, and the discount is for $15.
Hold up, wait a minute. That you just made is only $20?
Yeah, I made a lot.
They should get a bunch of them. Okay. You can put me one in for medium or small. Okay, I'll buy one from you. Okay.
Okay.
That's for sure. Now, there's an interesting picture of you, and I'm going to get back to Camilla a second.
I'm gonna put these things
What were
away.
you doing? What were you doing in this picture? You meditate?
My mom just told me to pose like that, but
No, you decided to pose like that.
no,
He was meditating.
I wasn't. Okay, I was meditating.
No. Oh, evidently he is taught to put things back where he got to, because he got to put them crystals back. All right. Well, while he does that, I'm going to try something that's kind of, and take your time, because there's something I saw on one of your Instagrams that I says, I want to share this thing. This thing was awesome. And I'm going to share it in just a minute. And I hope it comes out the way I want to, because this was, you had a cooking event. Is that right, Crystal? I mean, Camila?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go. I like what your mother picked out that melody, whatever that is. I need to get that song. I like that song. And you was jamming yourself too. Okay, you was all right. How many cookies did you have on your table? Because it said everyone was sold. It was sold out of June 19th event.
I believe it was around 90, 100.
Cookies,
Yes, I stayed up until 3 a.m. making those cookies.
and they were all sold.
All sold out.
Scared of you. I think that's nice.
Thank you.
I think that's very, very nice. What is your next project? What do you see doing next?
I'm actually working on another book.
Uh-huh.
2, actually. I'm actually
Okay.
working on 2.
That's
And
with the squad,
I'm-
right?
Excuse me?
That's with the squad.
No.
Oh, okay. This is
No.
different.
But I'm planning to make, yes, a sequel. But the book that I'm currently working on is not with the squad.
Okay, don't tell nobody yet. We keep them on edge. So when you come on, let us know next time. So when you see this book done, sometime this year, next year?
This year. I believe
Okay.
this year. But
Good.
December.
So in light of your accomplishments at this stage, where do you see yourself going up the road of life? Where do you see yourself in the future?
I personally, I want to open a restaurant, and I want to call it Kay's Kitchen, right? And of course, it would be cooking involved.
Mhm.
But of course, I already have a baking business. But I really love to cook, so I want to open a restaurant. That's my dream. And I also, if it's possible, I'm open. I want to become a private chef. I do.
Private chefs get paid a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
That's right up your alley as a Taurus personality. Tauruses like to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Khamor's being Khamor, so don't worry. He's all right. Now, Khamor, what about you, sir? What are your plans now that you're the big seven? You got a business going, you collecting crystals, you having interesting dreams. Tell me all about your future, sir.
Well, unfortunately, so this year when it was Pisces season, I had like this crazy dream, and along with the rock that I still had, that green one, and so basically, I had a dream about going to Indonesia and being in a straight, clear lake, and there were a lot of fish, a lot of turtles, my favorite animal, by the way, or reptile. And yeah, I saw a lot.
I think that's good. And now we know one of your secrets is your favorite animal, or shall we say, is a turkey. Why Indonesia? That's interesting. Of all the countries around the world.
He said turtle.
What did I say?
Turkey.
Duh. No wonder you didn't give me no response when I said turkey, man, because that ain't your favorite. Turtles. What fascinates you about turtles, other than them being able to hide in their shell?
Well, the thing that I like about them is that they're charming. I get to
Really
train them.
interesting.
So basically, like a couple of days ago, I made like little waves with my hand to for one of my turtles, Pikachu, to jump over. And so I was just like, and he's like about, my turtle is almost my age, so he's like 5.
Mm-hmm. But you're 7, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's about 5. Okay, go ahead, continue.
And so he was jumping over my hand. After that, I made him do like a little rock climbing session on a pillow. He climbed like 4 pillows.
Get out of here. Really?
I'm gonna go get him.
Oh yeah, please go get him, please, because we want to see Mr. Turtle. Camilla, you have an interesting brother. What do you think of your brother?
He is amazing. He is amazing. He gets on my nerves quite a bit.
That is our job. Excuse me. Our job is to get on your nerves every now and then. Okay, we do what we can because we work real hard, but every now and then we do get on your nerves. I will agree. So, other than that, what does he do?
He's really interested in rocks. He loves rocks, and the rocks that he cracks, it's either in the living room or in my room, which I get cuts from that, stepping on them.
Really?
Yeah. But
Okay.
he's a sweetheart. I love him so much.
Good.
Ooh,
Good.
you.
Now, what is the name of your turtle again?
It is Pikachu.
Pikachu. How did you pick that name, Pikachu? Why did you pick that name? Same thing.
Because
Go ahead. It's not the same thing, but go ahead.
a Pokemon in a game. And
Yes, that's right. Okay, now I
well,
see.
the thing is, he's like really fast, like the Pikachu in Pokemon. And so basically, he is very charming. And right now, he's a little bit grumpy and in his shell because he was just sleeping.
Yeah, and then you got to go wake him up too. See, I'd be grumpy too if you woke me up too. So I can understand that. But what makes Pikachu charming?
Well, basically, he's always loving. Only once he pooped on me, at least. But like,
You're keeping it real. That's the beautiful part about a 7-year-old. You keep it
and
real.
so
Okay.
yeah, he's just looking around right now. Look into the camera, bro. Stay.
Yeah, hi. Let's put the full screen on him. Let's so he can get put him up there to the screen. So he's nice. He's nice. It's like he's saying hi guys. He looked like he's active too.
Yeah, he really is. Like
Yeah.
after he wakes up, he's just active.
Yeah. But
But
when
he keeps me calm. He keeps me not nervous, which I am kind of nervous right now. So I was going to keep him anyway, so I could just hang out with him while I'm watching you guys, of course.
Well, I tell you this, from your mannerisms, I could never tell you were nervous. You speak with such confidence, how you're going to run a business, how you love your crystals, how you do your printing of your all the things you do, from a t-shirt to a hoodie to whatever the case is, and even offering discounts at 10%. You said 10%, right?
At 5.
5%. Okay, so we're
said
going
10.
down a bit. Okay, it's okay. I can tell you're going to be a negotiator. And you know what's interesting about dreams? Pisces is the dream sign anyway. Pisces is the psychic sign in the zodiac, which means, and in fact, there was this famous gentleman, y'all don't even know him, but look him up later. His name was Edgar Cayce, a Pisces like you. And when he went into a dream or into a trance, he was able to go literally all around the world, laying right where he was on a bed or on a chair, and read people. So maybe you have one of those gifts too. Now, one of the gifts is that you two are blessed with interesting parents. And I'd like to bring, can your parents come on with you, please? So
I'm going to go get my mom.
Yeah, please go get your mom, please. Yes, no, without the mom.
He's a boy.
You got beautiful children, brother Khamor. How are you, sir?
Thank you.
Khamor.
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Khamor, let me ask you this. Yes. Now you two children are gonna have to move over just a little bit so we can see your beautiful parents. Brother Khamor, what made you inspire Camila to start writing a book at age 7? At age 7, they're not even thinking about write a book, much as read a book.
So she's been reading since she was 18 months old, right?
What?
since 18 months old. She's been reading. I'm in reading, like not remembering, but reading, sounding words out, stuff like that. And so from a child, she always had this thing that she always loved to read, lay up late at night reading and just reading so much. And I said to her one day, I said, baby, why don't you one day just like write your own book? I'm like, you can write it. You got imagination and you think about things. She was like, you think so, Daddy? I said, I know so. I'm sure you can do it. So she was like, okay. So we ended up getting her she has a personal public speaking coach and she has a writing coach. So
Interesting.
her coach works with her twice a week, help her develop her context, her grammar, her thought process, how to bring it out. So she has this, amazing teacher, and we love her. And she's been working with my daughter for I think 4 years. We found her because we have put her in a public speaking course called Winning Feathers, and she was the lead instructor. They ended up closing down, so I called her personally and asked her would she be willing to take on my daughter as a student, and she said
that is nice.
And she's been with her ever since, and she's so inspiring. She inspires my daughter. My daughter loves her. They talk all the time. She lives in Bali, and we're going to be going to Bali at some point to go see her and hang out with her. She wants my daughter to come hang out with her for.
Oh, that's going to be an amazing experience. And by the way, what people don't know is, Brother Khamor, you are an author of your book, and I'm going to have you on over the summer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am. Yes, sir. Yes.
Now let me talk to the secret weapon in the house, the woman next to you. How are you?
How are you? Good, thank you.
Listen, you have amazing children.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about you and the impact you've had on these beautiful children of yours.
Well,
because I understand from her, you taught her cooking since she was 4.
Yes. I always knew when I wanted children with Khamor, we knew that we wanted to instill in them values of entrepreneurship and hard work, dedication. And every time I would cook, I would see her eyes just light up, and just her enthusiasm just motivated me in, supporting her and teaching myself how to make cookies and including her. So that's how we created Camila's Cookie Crumbs, and all out of fun and just growing together, bonding, and yes, and we love it. We have so much fun doing it together.
I think that is nice to see a family of your nature with wonderful kids and whatnot. It's probably a very personally satisfying feeling. And I know your husband writes a book. Do you do anything other than teach and raise these 2 beautiful children in front of you?
Yes, I do. I am a flight attendant.
Get out of here, really?
Traveling around the world, and we do homeschool them. So when I'm working, Khamor takes over, and when I come back home, I'll take over. So yes, it's a.
How long have you been a flight attendant?
Sorry?
How long have you been a flight attendant?
I've been a flight attendant for 19 years.
Whoa.
19 years, about 19 years I've been flying around the world. And it's great. It's flexible whenever we want to teach them, go to a specific museum, we'll travel. And it just creates more time for us family to be together and learn and grow together.
Well, I tell you, when I met the children in at Nicholas, Brooklyn, out at 1396 Fulton Street, I was so impressed with Camila's presentation. But what stole me was young brother Khamor that got on there and started talking. He was telling all your business about me and mommy and daddy. And so I said, oh boy, I was embarrassed for the brother, okay? And at 7 years old, he don't know nothing about being embarrassed. He's just telling it the way he sees it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to have them on my show. I want them on there, especially and what happens is for me, not that Camilla wrote a book, but she wrote a book explaining what young girls eventually going to have to go into the stage of their blossoming period as young girls into women. And I thought that was like, I says, wow, how old is she?
Yes.
But again, meeting you, and then I'm telling you, parents play an important role. It's obvious on the children. And if you two are not a perfect example, I missed it somewhere. But I got to pause a second to say that Kumar loves Pikachu, and Pikachu is fast. You're right. He is fast. I saw him. We had to grab him. Okay. So that's nice. So I wanna thank you very, very much, both of you. Hold on one second. And I see y'all have a sense of humor from this picture y'all took, right? I said, should I show it? And I had to say, well, I'm going to take a chance because I'm way over here and they way over there. They can't stop me. But I listen. I am so honored. Camilla, Rose, Johnson Bay. I'm impressed with you. I wish you nothing but success. And to you with the long name, hold on. Let me see if I can get this straight now. Khamor, Merkhari, Rains, Johnson Bay. Rain, Johnson Bay.
Rain. No.
Yeah.
You forgot the Heredias in both of our names.
Get out of here. I did.
Camila Rose Heredia Johnson Bay.
Say your name slowly again so everybody can get it for prosperity.
Khamor, Merkhari, Rain, Heredia, Johnson Bay.
Camila Rose Heredia. Yes, Camila Rose Heredia Johnson Bay. We have to honor mom's side of the family too.
That's nice. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to honor the both of you too. This is Camilla Rose to the left, Khamor Merkhari to the right. And for Camilla's Rose contact, she has an Instagram that I went to, which I pulled some of these illustrations from, and you should see them. You should really, y'all are just great youngsters. This is Camilla_Rose and Camilla's cookie_crumbs. Next time, listen, you should make some cookies and bring them to Nicholas, Brooklyn so I can buy some. I love cookies.
That sounds like a great
I'm going to bring some shirts too.
And bring some shirts too. I'll buy one of your shirts. So I'll support you too, young brother. That's what I'll do.
Those.
Yes. And speaking of that, as you see, Brother Khamor Merkhari's, his contact is Instagram, Merkhari_Rains. Did I get that right, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, is there anything you two wonderful children would like to say before you sign off? And then I'm going to leave the last to the family, because as a mother and father, y'all need to be very, very proud of yourselves. Seriously, y'all did a wonderful, wonderful job. And you can tell both of your children are going to be stars in their own right, because I'm looking at star parents. So that makes sense to me. And next time I know now, when I try to go around the world, I'm going to call the Mrs. See if I can get a discount somewhere too. I know people probably bug you. Oh, your airlines, I know people, man. We something else. You probably want to get a freebie. They want a discount. They want the first class cabin, the business cabin, and they barely have money just to go local. You know what I'm saying? So people, something else. Camilla, you have the last word, young lady. What would you like to say?
I'd like to say thank you so much for inviting us on this show. We are so grateful. I'm really grateful to be here. This is an amazing opportunity.
Thank you. I'm honored. I am extremely honored.
Thank you so much.
And you, Mr. Turtles?
Pam or me?
I see you're going to be a lawyer too. You, sir.
Okay. So I am really thankful for being here, and people, please help me achieve my dream, become a celebrity, and won my first Grammy. Honestly, I really want to do that and become a superstar, and this opportunity will help me. And I'm very, very, very grateful to be in here.
Well, I tell you this, at least I could say the brother, the superstar, the Grammy Award winner, whatever award you're going to win started right here on Live with Lloyd. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I want an invitation so I can come and see you too. All right. Invite me backstage so I can see all that goes on behind the stage in those celebrity meetings. Okay. The best for the last. I'm going to start with you, Miss Johnson Bay, and end it off with your wonderful husband. What say you?
Thank you so much again for this opportunity. As a mom, as a parent, I'm continuing to grow and to support my children. As a mom, there's no giving up. So whatever I can support them in with health and strength, I'm going to be there for them. So.
And keep your career intact too for 19 years.
Right.
That says a lot. But I would imagine that comes from having a very supportive mate too, right? Than trying to do it all by yourself.
Yes. There's no me, myself, and I. It's us. And I'm very grateful for a great partner, husband, and friends, and for wonderful children who listen, are obedient, and they're just awesome. Thank you.
No, don't worry about him, Camilla. Khamor is doing just what Khamor is doing. That's why he's 7 years old. Don't worry. Give him 10 years, he'll be more sophisticated. And you,
Thank you for
Mr.
the
Khamor.
acknowledgement and supporting us.
Yes, brother. I so appreciate this opportunity for inviting us, inviting my children, giving them an opportunity to.
I'm honored. I'm really, really honored.
Yes, to speak and show and share who they are. We put a lot of time and work in them. I'm so.
And
grateful.
you can tell. And
Yes,
you can
yes,
tell.
Yes,
That is so obvious.
I've been learning so much more as I'm getting older about how to parent each one of them the way they need to be parented, so that they can achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. And it's been a journey. I love it. I love every moment of it. There's highs and low moments, but in those low moments, I learned a lot about myself. And it's just a blessing. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for having my wife. I'm thankful for my children.
Yeah.
I have 3 other big girls, Lachey, Kalika, and Nefertari. They all doing very well in their life. And
well, with you being the dad and looking at these two, I can imagine so.
Yeah,
so
I'm so grateful, and I look forward to connecting with you again and sharing some of the stuff that I do. And
the thing I love about your book that you wrote is about masculinity, which a lot of us male needs nowadays. Okay.
Yes.
There seems to be a whole nother projection of going the opposite of our nature.
Absolutely.
So I think this is going to be a very, very good thing. And you'll be on over the summer, somewhere around late July, August.
Awesome.
And I'll make sure we're going to promote your book and everything like that too.
Yes, sir.
You,
yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Johnson Bay, I'm so honored that you would allow me to interview your beautiful children. And Camilla is so cool. She's trying to keep Khamor straight. This is a free spirit, okay? Listen, I need to go put these rocks back, so mommy don't tell me to go put them back. I need to go get my turtle. He's authentic. That's authentic, okay?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So everybody, I want you to please support my young guests, Camilla Rose and Merkhari. Thank you. See, Merkhari, is that right?
Yeah, Khamor.
I know he's born March the 11th. See, I got that. See, we're good on that one. Okay. But there are their contacts below. The Instagram is Camilla_Rose, and her cookie division, Camilla's _cookie_crumbs. And Merkhari's contact, his is Merkhari_reigns, like the reign as a king of a nation, of a country, of a dynasty. Okay. So everybody, I want to thank you very, very much for joining us. I love you all. I mean, I really love you. Yo, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Yes. So you got something you want to say? Oh, you about to turn it off? Okay, let him turn it off.
So he was trying to look into the chat.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I haven't looked into the chat, but I suspect, and I didn't get a chance to look at it, but this is a great. You know what? This is and my moderator on Monday said this great show right after Father's Day. This is a great Father's Day image illustration of what, and I do try to explain because nowadays it's like, well, this whole thing, and I'm sure it's stereotype and deliberate. I don't need a man. I don't need a father. And being a parent of boys and girls, I'm saying, yes, we do. And
Yes,
this
we
is
do.
a perfect example of the role that fathers play. And the nice thing is with your wife, what's your first name, dear?
Rosalind.
Rosalind. Well,
Yeah.
Rosalind, she's something else. I give you 5 gold stars on this one too, Rosalind. And it shows you that, yes, you can keep a career as she has 19 years, flying all over the planet, raising 2 beautiful children with a wonderful husband. I would
Yes.
ask how'd you two meet, but I'm going to say that for the next interview.
All
All right.
right. All right.
I'm
Just real
sure,
quick.
Rosalind, you were minding your business, huh?
Real quick, I just wanted to share, like, I do coaching for like parents. It's called the Daddy Coach. It's on Instagram. I just started really building it up and working with it. But I'm
Hold
sure
it. What's the name of it? It's called Daddy Coach.
the Daddy Coach. Yes, the Daddy
The
Coach.
Daddy Coach, and it's
Yes.
for what again? Teaching
It's
parents.
pretty much teaching parents tips about parenting and ways that you can parent that support the children and help them become their best. Just tips, tricks, and different insights that I share that I do with my own children that works. And I just want to empower other folks who, who want to, you know, um,
Well,
utilize
I'm
it for
looking
their
at the
own children.
results. I'm looking at the results. The results don't lie. Okay, I'm looking at
Yeah.
2 brilliant young people, and it's called the Daddy Coach.
Yes,
TAGDADDYCOASCH.
that's correct.
The Daddy Coach. All
That's
right.
And you
In fact,
also
I'm going to check it out myself. Yes, Kamori. Yes, Kamor. I'm sorry, Kamor.
the other one is KMR Printing.
That must be you. That sounds like that's your enterprise. Is that your company?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. Well, we're gonna check it out. And one day I'm gonna have Camila on solo and Khamor, Merkhari, Rains, Johnson Bay. I left out Rains. I thought I said Johnson Bay.
Rain.
Rain, like it rain. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that you come on all solo by yourself too to see what you've been up to since the last time we talked. All right.
All right.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Bless you so much. I love all y'all are just great. This is great. And I thank you. And y'all have a blessed day too.
Thank you.
Okay,
You too.
take
Okay,
care.
bye.
All right.
Let me tell you, that was one of, for me, that was very, very nice. And it shows you that should be an excellent illustration to all you parents out there what our children can become with the right guidance. Instead of cursing at them, abusing them, taking out whatever your problems are in the world on them, which they have nothing to do with. Okay. And it shows you. So you should go to the Instagram where Mr. Johnson Bay has developed an Instagram for parenting called The Daddy Coach. The Daddy Coach. Please check that out. And so that way y'all can be better parents and whatnot. I want to thank all of you very, very much. I'm extremely, extremely honored to do this. And believe it or not, I was just as nervous as they was because I'm saying, okay, I'm so used to interviewing this person and that person. But before I go, I want to let you know that the show has been brought to you by intellectualpowers.net. When you place your order, please put in the word numbers and you get a 10% discount. So just put on the QR code, order it, put in numbers, and you get a 10% discount. And what I love about it, the ingredients is free of any metals and glutens and wheats and dairy and soy, yeast, sugar, artificial flavors, sweeteners, fillers, preservatives, added colors. See how much goes into the things we consume, and or animal byproducts such as gelatin, glycerin, and collagen. And the thing I like at the very end, it is radiation free, so you don't have to worry about glowing. For Nicholas Brooklyn, they are at $13.96, and this is where I met the two youngsters that I was there about 2 weeks ago, and I said, "Yo, I got to have them on the show." I talked to his father, their father. Then their mother was there. She sent me some of the pictures, and I picked one that I use as a flyer. But it was nice. It was nice to see that. But Nicholas Brooklyn this Sunday is going to have a Wellness Sunday again. That is Sunday from 1 to 7 p.m. I wish I could be there, but I won't be able to be in two places at the same time. But it is that Sunday, the 23rd, coming up. So please make sure you are in attendance, because Sunday after next, they're going to do a Black Love Spa. That's going to be on the 30th, exactly a week ago from the week coming up. All righty. Also, I want to thank Manifest on Purpose with Miss Kimberly. She has a great show. It's really very inspiring, especially the power of the subconscious mind. Also, to my brother King Simon, he's got a children's book that's out, and I'm going to have him talk about that too. But beginning in about another 2 weeks, the tickets go on sale very early, and this is to honor Dick Gregory. And in fact, October 12th is Dick Gregory's birthday, by the way. And the 13th is about a salute to the ancient culture. Please pick up a copy of Camila's book, The Sister Spy Squad. It's very interesting. I read it and I said, I can't believe a 9-year-old wrote this book, but she did. Of course, with the help of guidance of a professional. But the point is her imagination. And if you looked at the book, if you listen to her describe the book, you can see that came from her head. And for you mothers with young daughters who will be coming into their blossoming phase of life, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, this is the book to get for them, to guide them in a way that for some of you, and this is good for also men raising girls who may not understand some of the idiosyncrasies of raising a girl in that way when they go through this phase of their life. This will help the men understand of those, because there are single men who do raise their daughters, okay? So be clear, and their sons, but their daughters too. Please sign up for the free monthly newsletter. We're halfway into the month. I can't believe it. It's just, but anyway, the newsletter is absolutely free. Go to either Linktree/numbersinYou, Linktree/numbersinYou, or you can go to Lloyd-Strayhorn.com and tune in. By the way, my monthly newsletter is now in an audio form that can be heard each and every month on YouTube, and it is by Miss Kimberly and I, since we coordinate, and yes, we sponsor each other's show. And as you see, it has a timestamp. So for those of you who says, I want to read my sun sign, for those who you want to read your moon sign or your ascendant sign, whichever way, you got all of it. And so if you know all three of the sun, the moon, and the ascendant, read all three, and that should give you a nice composite of how the month of June is likely to go. This will be the last week I'm going to be offering. The doors closing. A number of students have registered. I only want a limited seating, but if you're interested, because there is a qualification process you have to go through. So we'd like to have as many, but it ain't that kind of party. It's only for the serious need to apply. Only the serious need to apply. I repeat that. And what you can do is you can go to the Numbers in You and Beyond workshop is learn the art of numerology by going to a *8LLC@gmail, a *8LLC@gmail, and leave your name. I'll forward it to my assistant. They will get some information to you and see if you qualify or your level of interest. And of course, for those of you, I can't thank you enough for downloading my app. I'm finally getting Apple straight. I said about 80%. I'm about 90% there now, almost the way I want it. Nothing is perfect. Now I see why these companies have to update, whether it's Microsoft or this person or that person, because there's always something. This technological world is something else. But I do want to thank all of you very, very much. And thank you for all the comments. I can't wait to read the comments that you said about my young guests. And hopefully that should be an inspiration for you who have young children yourselves, of what your child can become. So it's nice to admire them, but your child got as many gifts as these two that was on the show this evening. And don't you forget that. If you do, you're going to have problems, okay? We are great people. There is no question about that. We have been taught otherwise, but I'm here to tell you totally different. That is not true. With that, have a blessed day, and I'll see you in a couple of days.